Hello guys, hello, what's up? Good morning and good evening to everyone. So today we was having the PPI and the core PPI for the monthly, and it is also the last day of a month. So yeah, I'm not expecting any big movement, even though I do have a short-term targets like in previous day low, and this is this blue line 24,778. It is the event horizon. If you mark this low, this two sell side liquidity, this is the event horizon you're going to mark it as in short term targets. It is not the reversal point. You're not going to look for the okay, once the price is going to tap over here, we are going to look for the highs. Okay, we will just check the reaction. It should be for the target purpose only, not for as a PD array. And also, I will also mark down the previous day AM session low, and this is the previous day PM session low. So we are really near to the this low. No, we already took this low. So yeah, we are going to open up as an gap down over here, and let me see. And also, this is the first, second, and third. We already took the 3 days look back as an liquidity, and we do have equal highs on ETH. This equal highs. If we form the if we form the this TG app setup, let's say, then we can look for this equal highs as a target. And I will also mark down the okay. Wait a second. Well, I have also marked down this high. This is the 8 o'clock high. If we have some kind of manipulation to the sell side liquidity, and if we get a good structure with the inverse FEG or a good market structure shift or a breaker, we can look this target as a short term target, because this is the what is it, opening range gap. Okay, whenever you have a gap inside the opening range gap and also the fair value gap, those gaps are going to be important, and the price is going to rebalance to those gaps. That's why. Hey, hey Kush, hello, what's up? That is also the another reason. Okay, because check this. I will just mark this thing for you guys. Let's say we are going to open up over here, and this will be the orange. Okay. Mm, Nasdaq copy. No, why it is not coming? Ah, wait. Mm, Okay, I will just mark down this level, this closing 25,001, 25,000 070. Okay, this. And if you check this thing, okay, this is the opening range gap, yesterday's high, and let's say we have this gap. So at the 50%, we are really near to this gap. Hey, Corlin, hello, what's up? I'm really good. So that's why I'm thinking price should take out this high, and we do have a failure swings also. So let's see. how the open is going to be. Nowadays the market is moving in already in a overnight session only, like in London session or the pre-market, and the AM session is getting choppy, or either it is starts pulling to the one side of direction. I really don't trade the XAU because whenever I have traded the XAU, I always hit the stop loss. I hate the XAU. And this thing happened straight 10 trades. That's why. If I got a good structure, I will look for this as a target. If I got a structure. Let's see. I'm going to react on a price. I'm not going to predict because we do have a failure swings over here. We have formed the equal high, equal lows, okay? This thing. And we also have the this as an new week opening gap. And I'm using this indicator, the new week opening gap plus event horizon. And this is my setting. So whenever you are going to look for the new week opening gap, you have to look for the 10 days. And if you want to look for the new day opening gap or opening range gaps, you should only keep the 5 days look back. So what is the protected swings? When you run inside the fair value gap with the SMT, this is how you're going to look for as unprotected swing points. And what I was saying, you we are going to open up over here below the sell side liquidity, and let's see, do we form any displacement with a good fair value gap, like an at least 10 points. If price is coming to this fair value gap, I'm going to look for a long till this high, because we have flipped this gap also. And also there is the opening range gap CE at this same level. And this equal lows should be the unfinished business for the next price delivery. This is what I'm thinking right now. And what we are going to do, we are going to mark down the premium and discounts also. This is the premium and this is the discount. We do have this equal lows, keep in mind. And at least price should rebalance till this midnight, this 50%. On NQ also we don't have a stop run. I want to see something like this, the change in state of the delivery over here. This is the 5 minute chart where we have flipped this gap. I really don't want price should spend so much time inside this gap, and we should have a change in state of delivery in this candle or a next candle. Then we will have some kind of confirmation. Okay, we are going to look for this as in buy side liquidity. I didn't think so. I think the price is going to take out my SL. My stop loss is over here on this low, on this fair value gap low. This is where my SL is. The red one, 24,824. Yesterday also, if you check the fair value gaps, yesterday also price was completely filling those gaps and doing the continuation. Let me see, do we have any SMT? Okay, we do have a SMT with ES. Okay, over here to here. See, but those SMTs are really not good. But yeah, we do have it. Let me check the SMT on RTH chart. Mm, Okay. Mm, Still don't see any SMT yet. Okay. So if you check this low, uh, price has not taken out this low on ES, and Nasdaq has done this. You do have it. I want to see some continuation to the upper side. On ES, you do have a SMT on the upper side, but yeah, let's see. I don't think so. The trade is going to work because it is not respecting this gap also. Let's wait. This is the only small FEG we do have on a 5 minute, and I think I'm going to take a stop loss. Cannot you say this cursor? Let me change it to lines. Okay, now it is good. Okay, so I have hit my stop loss over here. So I will do the one thing like this. This was the wonderful trade. The only thing it was we don't have any stop run below after the 9:30. We do have a stop run on the upper side, and I really wanted to hold this trade and hit this as an buy side liquidity, and because of the premium and also the opening range cap CE. That is the only reason I was thinking. But what the price is doing right now, it has taken out the short term high again, or the short term high again, and it completely failed our idea, and this become the inverse FEG. And right now it is doing the continuation to the downside, this low and this low. And for this is my execution. Okay, not lying that I do not take a trade. This is the execution for the long, and I long on this candle over here on this high, and looking for this as a target. But when the price was literally consolidating inside this thing, and when it completely filled this gap, I really don't like I really don't like the price action anymore. Not going to take a trade over here. I will just watching the market right now. I want to see how the this 5 minute candle is going to form. Because if you check the 5 minute FEG, okay, we are still respecting this gap. Because if you see we are not closing the body, it is just a week, right? And we do have a stop run over here. Just want to see. Let me check. Do we have any gap on a 4 hour? Yeah, the trade idea was really good, but I made a mistake today that I longed before I was trusting this equilos that we are not going to take out, and we we was having a buy side we was having the displacement. That is the only reason I took a trade. I will also mark down the 7 o'clock highs and pre-market high. I shared the idea and bias beforehand, so no hate. And also, if you see we really have this this thing again, and we do have SMT again. ES is more bearish as compared to Nasdaq. And in this price action, if you see, we don't have any fair value gap. We do have inverse FEGs. Yeah, I really cannot do any more anything. But yeah, it was the nice trade. Looking for this as a target and this as a target. So I have extended my target till this high, the pre-market high, because we have a deep run inside. So it should be the short-term reversal in a premium. And also I'm expecting that ES is also going to pull to the buy side liquidity, and we will have a clean price action. This is the session buy side liquidity. This is the short-term target, the 830 high. This is the opening range, the 8 o'clock to 8:30. This is the first 30 minute as an buy side liquidity, and this should be your this should be your session buy side liquidity. So this is the market maker buy model, and right now we are inside the this is, first stage or the second stage. Because if price was truly bearish for the short term, okay, only for the short term trading, I'm saying you, we was having the continuation to the downside. We was not flipping these gaps or these gaps because we already took a buy side liquidity right over here, and then what we have a change in state of delivery with a displacement, and we do have a structure, right? But what the price action done over here, it literally flipped this fair value gaps, two fair value gaps. If the two fair value gaps on the breaker, the three PD arrays, we failed completely. Then that's why I trusted again. Okay, then I think we are going to look for this as a buy side and this as a buy side. I hope you understand what I'm thinking right now and how I'm approaching to the market. This is the 5 minute order block. We just tapped. The peoples like me who long on this, the market just take out them outside the market before going for the buy side. But I have made a short term small position over here just to mitigate my loss. And if this trade is also getting failed, then I'm completely going to stop trading today. It will be my last trade. Yeah, it is. Power, you understand what I said. So this is how you have to analyze and how you are looking for as a market. You just have to be a good observer. And be careful, okay? We do have this opening range gap, and it is aligning so good at this high 830 high 80.5 high. So today's price action is really not good because really hating the market that it is not respecting the fair value gaps, okay? We are not respecting any fair value gaps, and also we are not respecting order blocks also on a lower time frame. I'm not talking about the 5 minute. Right now we just started the micro, let's say. Tap to the 25% quadrant level, the org. London low, the 6 o'clock. By the way, those who have not buy the Lucid accounts, they are going to close their deal 40% off on a only the 2 days left. If anyone is going to buy the account, you can look for the as a perk, as a code, where you're going to get a high discount. I'm just keeping my SL over here. I long on this candle, and this will be my last trade because if I'm trading again, then it will be the problematic for me on this fair value gap low, because this is where the stop run happen, and we have a structure again. Yeah. So if the price is going below this, right now I'm in a break even stage. If I'm exiting over here, because this FEG is also like an reaper in a ICT breaker, and we also form the equal highs. If price is completely failing this thing, then I should stop trading today and give a chance to next week, because this is also the last day of a week, and also the month. That's why. Today's price action is really fucking bad, because it is not respecting any fair value gaps. This is what I'm looking right now, and we do have a good reaction from this. 090, 090. Okay. Yeah, ES is it's completely in a range, and the market is decoupled right now because it is not taking out any high also. I just wanted to have a expansion to the at least one side. Like ES, if you see the ES, we have flipped this gap or this gap. ES was having the two gaps, and it also have the equal highs on ES also. And ES also took this sell side liquidity. And if market is going to take out this low also, then I'm completely stop trading today. Okay, I will upset my risk and everything. After the two loss, I will done for the day. Right now, my trade is still running and just waiting for this high and this high as in pre-market high. Let me mark down the this low. Let me do one thing first. Limit. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really expecting uh, anything right now. Just looking for the short-term target as in buy side liquidity. The pre-market highs and the orange area, the drawn liquidity, 24,942. Yeah, overall, the on a higher time frame, we are really bearish. But the only thing is, we open up below the 930, below the sell side liquidity, and also below the this discount, right? And if you see the ES, this motherfucker is literally in a consolidation. Okay, so I have hit my first TP over here, and I'm holding my another 20% or 30% contracts for this high, the pre-market highs. If price is willingly to go over here, because we do have a failure swings, and if you check this is the first high in a pre-market in a premium. Okay, this is the premium and this is the discount. This high I'm looking for if price is going to go over there, but I have cut my 80% position on this high only. No, I took a trade. There was a reason. Okay, we took a sell side liquidity, we rebalanced to the new week opening gap. We also respected this as an fair value gap. Okay, yeah, we are literally trading inside the high resistance liquidity run. I really don't wanted to put another trade, and there is a limit whenever I am going to trade. uh, it will be max two trades. If I'm going to hit my stop loss, I will respect my risk and I will just close the day, because there are the days my plan is not going to work, right? And there will be the days where the plan is going to work and everything is going to work. Even if you take the two to three trades. I'm looking at one indicator. Let me check it. Notes. Do you have any notes? Tips and notes. This. I want to have the notepad over here so I can at least write one stop loss, one target. We are respecting this gap, but if you see again over here, it's my notes. Okay, you guys can see, right? This thing. It should be bigger. Mm. I'm looking for this high. I will put a I, or I should put the magnet, right? Where is the magnet? Don't see the magnet. Yeah, this one. Yeah, literally the price action is sucks, but still I managed to make a profit. But if you're not going to respect your risk, like okay, if my second trade was also getting in a loss and I'm keep doing the trading, this is where I'm going to get fucked up. Don't have to think nobody is going to see you. You don't have to think like this. Right now, the Lucid has running the really great offer right now. Okay, if you have not buy any accounts, let's say you do not buy any 50K accounts from them, you can get for the $65. But if you already bought it, you can still buy it for the $78. It is still cheap if you compare to the other prop firms. Right now, it is the hot deal. The daily is bearish and 1 hour order block is bearish. The reason for the going long was failure swings above. Yeah. Okay. So think like this. Today is the TGIF. Okay. Let's say today was the TGIF, right? And we took a sell side liquidity. If the price is going to take a sell side liquidity, where the market is going to go to the new week opening gap or the new day opening gap, right? Am I right or not? Just say yes or no, so I can explain you the concepts. Yeah. Okay. So we take a sell side liquidity, this equal lows. Okay. We rebalance. We tap to the new week opening gap. Okay. And what I notice right now, we took a buy side liquidity. Okay. This was my first long where I hit my stop loss. Red. Should add the background also. Okay, no border. Okay, so I like the green. Yeah, only the yeah, okay. So we what I did a observation in a price action. We flip this gap. We have a market structure shape. I want to see how this fair value gap is going to respect on a 1 minute. If you see first setup, we had a loss, right? And on a second setup, I long on this Reaper on a ICT inverse FEG. You're gonna get a free account. Okay, so on a ICT Reaper, why this is the ICT Reaper? Because if you have a high, low, and higher high, we have a breaker, right? And inside the breaker, if you don't have any fair value gap, it is aligning with a breaker. Then most of the time the price is going to rebalance this this gap again, this gap or this gap, and my stop loss was over here. So I am keeping my stop loss for this this odd block, this fair value gap, this fair value gap, and my what was my short term target. This buy side liquidity was my short term target, and this is the runner TP, the pre market high as in target. I hope you understand why I took a long. I decide my bias beforehand, and this is the change in state of delivery after taking a stop loss. This high 940. Can you see over here what is happening? My internet connection is not a bad. There is a problem. I think I have a 200 Mbps flat connection. S- Can you see the execution? And I also told you that I'm in a long. First TP on 8 o'clock high, and I just exited over here. And sorry, I just exited the market over here. I don't want it to hit my mental thing because I already hit my stop loss on a first trade. The second trade, we have a win in the same direction with the same idea. Rohit, you can ask me a question. I am free right now. I can ask you any questions, and you can also ask what is my model and how I'm predicting the markets and how I'm going to react on those trades. Everything. 24,993.75. This was your short entry. If you took that sell, it is a crazy sell. Okay. Hey, Lalit, hello, what's up? We are going to break this weekly range. What I'm expecting in a price action. Okay, we tap to this order block also. Okay, but we do have equalize again. So if we have something like this for the next week, it will be great because this is what happened on a daily. If you check the daily candle, okay, this is the this was our premium and discount, right? Uh, okay, wait. Where is this? Check it. It is not on. It is off. Okay, so this is the premium and discount. This is the premium and this is discount. What happened? We have a stop run over here. We also we also tap to this breaker. Okay, inside this range, and where is the failure swings? We do have a failure swings at the bottom. So this is what I'm expecting in a range in terms of uh, price action. And also, if you see, we taken out the previous week high. We have a manipulation to the previous week high. And where is the this is the range we are working on. The three candles, it was there inside the range, the 3 weeks. I'm expecting the fourth candle should break this range and we should distribute to the downside. And once we have a big distribution to the downside, you can see this is the fair value gaps. We can also reprice to the this FVGs or this low or this equal this low or this equal lows. And if we saw the continuation after repricing in a discount, then if we saw the continuation to the buy side, then we do have a failure swings on a above side, right? But right now the price is doing the taking out the this market structure shift or this low. We do have a market structure shift. This we take out this buy side liquidity, then sell side liquidity in the same scenario, and we just need a displacement in a daily. Right now we don't have any fair value gap or any displacement. Only the when you don't have a good structure on a daily, you always have to refer the 4 hour gap, 4 hour 4 hour charts. That's why I'm only referring to the 4 hour as an intraday drawn liquidity. And we tap to this low, and that's why it just exited over here. If you can see, if I was holding just for the fucking 2 pips, I was already getting fucked up again. That's why if I had a feeling, okay, price should I should take a exit, I just do it in a market. My set button is not activated. We just have a deeper retracement, and also in this range we don't have any fair value gaps also on this this range. I hope you understand what I said. If you have a good displacement, then only you can look for. I think you should look after the 10:30. This is where the new candle is going to start on a RTH in a regular trading hours. It can happen, but I'm not expecting anything lower today. Okay, it is only for the today, because today is the Friday, and what we can expect in terms of price action, we can also get into the consolidation, because we already hit the targets for the weekly. If you wanted to learn the ICT, okay, you should watch the core content. No, you should watch the 2022 mentorship. Try to understand what he is teaching you. Thank you, Aki, and Aki, thank you very much, because you always help me, and you always do the comment work. Not a comment. You always do put the comment, and I really appreciate you. Thank you, Aki. Thank you very much, bro. And if someone wanted to learn the ICT, let's say if they wanted to learn the ICT from a scratch, uh, they should look for the 2022 mentorship, because the 2022 mentorship is going to tell you what this man is going to teach you. It is just a base one, let's say. It is just a class one. Then the core content is going to teach you what he's trying to explain you. What is the foundation? The foundation is the main thing. The one set of for the life, it is the advanced concept. uh, you can prefer this thing for the liquidity purpose only, but you need to build some kind of context, or need to build some foundation, how the power of three is working, weekly profiles, daily profiles, order blocks, FEGs, and everything. How the key levels, which key levels you have to look for. I don't mark the random highs and lows, you know this thing. And I even don't to look for the random longs. Yeah, you can go for the rant, because and you should go with the rant only. No, rant is good when you're doing the revision. That you shall go for the rant if you're going to look for the first time. The core content is the most important thing, and the 2023. This three mentorship is going to teach you everything. Because if you ask me, even in a private mentorship, whatever things he teaches in a private, the most of the things he has already covered in a this 2023. That's why 2023 is my favorite one, and 2021 because I was in a mentorship. Yeah, but 2022, 20 core content, and 23. How long you have been for the 5 years? I started trading at 2021. 2021. I started trading in 2021. I learned the retail concept for the 4 to 3 months. Okay, and I never get convinced with them. And I start looking for the, yeah, it is a goated mentorship for the index trading. But yeah, uh, then the 2020 2021, for the 3 months I was looking for the SMC thing, and also they was always teaching the supply and demands. Then I never get convinced that why the price should go over there. I wanted to have this reason why the price should do this if it is going to do this, do that, because I am coming from the technical background and I have done my bachelor and master in IT. So I was also looking, and this when the ICT starts saying that market is running on the algorithm, then we are going to have the if statement, like if the price is going to take the sell side liquidity, then we are going to look for this as an buy side liquidity. If price does this like an IFVG, then price is going to do like this. If anyone is in a technical background, they understand what I am saying right now. Do you know where the actually I really don't know. Yeah, exactly. Hey Dinesh, my friend, hello, what's up? Yeah, I took a buy. Today was I took a two longs, okay. One long worked, okay. I will put this thing, okay. Oh yeah. So this long, okay, this long, I took a long over here. My stop loss was over here. So this candle took my stop loss, and once the price flipped these two fair value gaps, then again I long over here. I booked my first target on this 8 o'clock high, 8 o'clock opening range high, and then the second target I taken out this on a pre-market high. These two setups I took today. If this, even if the second trade was not working and if it was hitting my stop loss, then I'm not going to trade anymore. This is my rule. If you are not going to follow your rules in risk management, um, the trading is not going to work for you. If Okay, so tell me one thing: how much you was risking, and what was your account size, and are you funded, or are you just doing the well? It is just ICT Reaper. It is just an advanced fair value gap. You're going to find out in a breaker leg when you have a FVG on a breaker leg, and when you don't have a FVGs on the second leg. You can say, because this is also the first FVG after the 930. I'm not going to consider this. Let me check. This is the first FVG. This big FVG was the first FVG. This is not a first FVG. The Reaper is not a first FVG. The price has created the first FAG after the 931 candle. Yeah, I wanted to do the video for the education purpose where you're going to understand the concept in a simple language. Uh, This one. Okay, let me explain you this. I think I can send you the picture. Let me find it. Where is my obsidian? Reaper. Okay. Discord. Rohit, you can ask me these questions in this YouTube only because YouTube and the Discord is almost same. The only thing on a Discord you can talk with me directly, and I'm going to answer your question. Okay, so if you see over here, we took a sell side liquidity, and then we took a buy side liquidity. We was having the FEG, okay, inside this leg, and we mark this as an discount fair value gap, right? And we extended this thing in a premium. When you have the balance price range or the we don't have any fair value gap over here, the most of the time the price is going to come back to the discount and it is going to rebalance to this IFEG. So basically this was the high, this was the low, and this was the high again. And we have a balanced price range. We did not create any fair value gap, right? We did not create any fair value gap. You can see the only fair value gap we have over here. This gap is the fair value gap. This gap was the fair value gap. And if you mark down this thing in a premium and discount, I mark down this FEG or this FEG, right? And also, and also, my stop loss was over here on this low because I'm not expecting the price should rebalance to this FEG, but if it is going to rebalance, it should not close fully. Now you understand what is the IFEG and this IFEG in the Reaper, and this IFEG is strong because we took a sell side liquidity, the short term sell side liquidity. This was the stop run, and I marked down this PDRs in front of you guys beforehand, not the afterhand. You can check the live stream. Okay, guys. Again, back to back. This was the setup I took. I'm going to do the trade breakdown video on this setup. I will also do the trade breakdown on X. Don't forget to join the Discord where I'm going to make PDFs where I will put the daily session liquidities and a 15 and 1 minute reference. Why we took this trade and how we can frame the setups. So this drill I'm going to do in my Discord. So don't forget to join the Discord. And if anyone is buying an account, you should refer the platform perk as an high discount, where you're going to get a 40% discount on a Tradify, TPT, and the Lucid right now, and you can save the money, and you can also help the community. And I'm also going to host some giveaways, so don't forget to follow the platform perk page. Thank you guys for watching this live stream, and have a nice day. Bye bye. GG.